portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Bahamar's Leadership Development Institute will mark a milestone in a few days when its first graduation exercise is held.
Arthur and Kerry visited the school today to talk to the executive director and some of the students about the rigorous training program.
This select group of students, aged 16 to 24, are enrolled in the Leadership Development Institute, or LDI, school. For the next 16 weeks, they will be immersed in an extremely rigorous training program that is designed to build character and leadership skills while preparing them for job opportunities at the multi-billion-dollar Bahamar Resort. Executive Director at LDI is Jeffrey Lloyd.
The program is designed to invite people to understand who they are, first of all, that they are, immensely qualified and talented, but also that the environment of hospitality is one which calls for discipline, which calls for total focus, attention to detail, and an application of oneself at 100% of the time. So the program, of course, naturally has to mirror that, and that's why we demand that they are here on time, they're respectful of themselves and others, and respectful of their environment, they pay very close attention to detail, and to, begin, if they don't already, have a disciplined life.
The participants, many of them unemployed or in need of a second chance, were chosen from among thousands of applicants.
We have done an enormous job in going after finding those males. It's no problem in finding the females, as you would understand. I mean, there are far more females applied than males, but our intention is that when we began each session, we would begin with 50% males, 50% females.
Now, apart from teaching them life skills and preparing them for the work environment, many students enrolled in this program say it has been a life-changing experience.
How to actually control my anger and also working with others, and I learned how people come from different walks of life and you deal with them differently depending on where they come from. Some people are sensitive to certain situations, and that's helping them being more open and willing to work with others.
Taught me self-awareness and communication and how to work with the guests, and it also taught me about myself and helped me to pull through and I guess to be a better person. It gave me tools not just for the hotel but for life as a whole.
Now, while some persons were expelled from the program or left voluntarily, Lloyd says 150 students are expected to graduate next Tuesday. Fern Curie, ZNS Network News.
Former Governor General the Honorable Arthur Hanna, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie, and cabinet ministers got up close and personal with the HMBS Arthur Hanna today during a tour. The vessel, which has an almost $15 million price tag, is the first in a series of vessels purchased through the $232 million Sandy Bottom project. Before boarding the vessel, the group chatted briefly with the leadership of the Defense Force and crew present. By round of applause, the cabinet ministers gave approval of what they saw following the tour. However, only National Security Minister, the Honorable Dr. Brendan Nottage, provided brief comments, specifically directed towards Commander Chapel Wims and the 24-member crew of the vessel.
Placing it in their hands, they're trustworthy hands, and we expect it to do the job for which it was acquired. Reducing poaching, reducing illegal immigration through our waters, stopping the drug smugglers, and restoring a greater degree of safety and security to our country.
The mother of three who pleaded guilty to drug charges last Friday returned to court to learn just how much jail time she'd receive after admitting to those drugs. Magistrate Andrew Forbes sentenced 31-year-old Aniqua Allen on Monday to 4 years in prison for possession of dangerous drugs with the intent to supply and 18 months for importation of dangerous drugs. The sentences will run concurrently. Allen was arrested at the Lyndon Pinling International Airport after police searched some home appliances and found the drugs. The officers discovered 7 pounds of suspected cocaine with an estimated street value of $50,000. The appliances were also ordered confiscated. Attorney Ian Cargill represented Allen.
Still ahead for us tonight, PMH gets a big donation.
And then in sports, find out why she won't be running this weekend. You're watching The Bahamas Tonight.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. Smartphone users will now have the convenience of accessing the Yellow Pages on their devices thanks to the Bahamas YellowPages.com's new app. It's the first of its kind in the Bahamas. The company's partner Graham Weatherford says the app is convenient and should be the direction the country is moving in.
I may not know the name of your small business, your boutique business, and so I can say hotels, and it shows every hotel on every island. I can actually say, okay, I wish to see reviews. I wish to see the same thing that TripAdvisor does, but it's more customized to the Bahamas because it's done by Bahamians and we know the islands better than they do.
The free app can be downloaded and is available for all Androids and iPhones. In other business news, MasterCard executives will be in town this week, meeting with the taxicab union to discuss implementing cashless payment systems within the sector. Already, local entrepreneurs have found this method to be profitable and efficient. And in international business news, banking giant Credit Suisse has pleaded guilty to helping thousands of its American clients evade paying taxes to the U.S. government and has agreed to pay a $2.6 billion fine. It is the biggest bank to plead guilty to criminal charges in the United States in more than 20 years. In a statement, Credit Suisse said it deeply regretted its past conduct. The settlement would reportedly reduce its second quarter net profit by $1.8 billion. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.